What's going on? Welcome to this episode of the Formula Podcast with Trevor Carlson. I'm your friendly neighborhood host. If you've never tuned in before, this is going to be a short and sweet episode. Normally we interview people from around the world on whatever habits, routines, experiences have shaped their own personal formula for success, achievement, or perspective in their life. And we take it and share it with you so then you can maybe take a little bit from each of theirs and apply it to your own formula. This episode's much shorter. It's just a little bite-sized piece. I wanted to share with you what my 2 principles are that I'm going to be applying for the year moving forward to make sure that I stay in alignment with the person I hope to be and the life that I hope to live. Both of these principles come from the book Man's Search for Meaning by Victor Frankl. If you haven't read the book, I highly recommend it. You can tune into a couple of our previous episodes where I do like a 2-part breakdown of the lessons I learned from this masterpiece of perspective on life and challenges. Without further ado, here are the 2 principles. Number 1, if you are 80 years old and you are looking back on this moment, this decision that you are about to make, if you're thinking back on this moment, what decision do you hope that you would make? This can apply to all kinds of things, as simple as if I'm 80 years old and I'm looking back right now, do I wish I would have gone to the gym? Do I wish I would have done yoga? Do I wish I would have read that book? Do I wish I would have talked to my grandma? Whatever. Or can apply to, if I'm looking back on this moment, do I wish I would have changed jobs? It keeps things in perspective, because if you're looking back on something from when you're 80 years old and thinking about it from that perspective, it puts things in a different light that kind of take maybe the sting or the pressure off of the moment that you're in now. That one is one that I really hope to apply to my own life. I found it to be exceptionally helpful, and I hope that you do too. Number 2, imagine that you have already lived this moment that you are in now, but you made the wrong choice and you have a second chance to do it over. What would you do differently? What would you do when it comes to maybe going to an event with family? What would you do if you did something differently? Like, let's say you chose not to work that day and you chose to watch Netflix or go out or whatever it is. Like, if you had a chance you had a do-over for the moment or the decision that you're about to make or go through right now, what would you do in the do-over? And I think if you keep those 2 principles in mind, that when you look back and you reflect on these moments, maybe at the end of the year, when you're setting intentions for the next year, you're setting New Year's resolutions, you're doing a monthly reflection, you're meditating, whatever it is, personally, I feel like I have a lot less regret if I apply these. And the reason I'm making them my focus for this year is that in the past couple years, I feel like I've kind of gotten away from them. I'm definitely not perfect, make mistakes as well, but I really want to go back to those 2 for the year. That's a wrap for this episode, and I'm wondering, what are your guiding principles for this year and for your life? Either comment on YouTube, drop me an email, however you would like to share. I would love to hear yours, and maybe I can learn a little something from you too. That's a wrap for the show. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Ciao.